Hello, Nick. All right, so this is a little video I wanted to make for you on the song "Sold American" by Kinky Friedman, and this is more some thoughts I have on how to help work through singing and playing such a song. So there are some things that I would kind of go through, some levels that I would take myself through or a student through to make it feel more achievable. So the first things first, when I listen to this song, it's very clear to me it has what I would describe as like a kind of Bob Dylan feel to it, in meaning that some of the chord changes happen in slightly unconventional places, meaning not every chord is a bar long, not every chord is 2 bars. Sometimes it's like when they recorded it, they might have kind of like felt it out in the studio and like kind of seen what was right, or maybe when like he actually like sat down to write the song, intentionally he wanted most of it to be 2 bars and then one chord to be 1 bar long. And so you probably know the song way better than I do. So that's one thing to keep an ear out for, is to go, where do you hear the chords are changing? And if you're unsure, that's something we'll talk about in lessons, and I'll be like, oh, this is happening for this many bars, or this is happening for this many bars. But for me to go through and tell you that for the entire song, this video is quite a lot of figuring out to do, obviously. But how would you approach this? So first of all, the pulse for the song is something like this. So what you can start with is if you just take one line at a time. So the first line of the song is faded, jaded, fallen, cowboy, star. And then you want to strum the open A chord on beat 1 only. Or, no, sorry, not beat 1. Sorry, my brain is going a million miles an hour. You want to strum it when he just says the words. It's like, da-da, da-da. I don't know what the melody goes. Fall, cowboy, star. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Da-da, okay. That's where you would start and try and get like one line down like that first. And I'd repeat a line just over and over and over and over again. I wouldn't go through the whole entire thing. It's very tempting to, because it sounds really cool, it feels really cool. You just overload your brain that way. There's nothing, like, I can't stop you doing that. I can only let you know from my experience what I've seen works best. And so, beyond there, the next big challenge is you go, can you keep that strumming hand going to a steady pulse? So when the chords change, can we just keep our right hand moving with the chord changes? Okay, and again, obviously with your voice, you're speaking out or singing the words as you go through. And still at this point, if you need to, still take it one line at a time. So you might still take it from the faded, jaded, fallen cowboy star. From there, the strumming pattern is something like this for the entire song. It goes bum ba-da bum ba-da bum ba-da bum ba-da bum ba-da bum, and I'm going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down for the entire thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you can kind of work through it line by line. But I know this video is really short. Let me know if this is actually helpful and gives you an idea of how to tackle this, and some levels to kind of approach it with your practicing at home. And of course, if you need help with this song, just ask. We can always talk about it in lessons. So for example, on those Wednesdays in the afternoons, you can always come in for the odd boot camp class, because that's a lesson where I take like students through kind of songs they're practicing, songs they're working on, and give them that support that some of them kind of want for it. The mastery class is more about just building up your technique to make the songs easier. But like I said, the specific questions that you have, come to a boot camp class and we'll kind of knock them out of the park as we go. So let me know if this is helpful. If not, that's okay, it's absolutely fine. But hopefully you get something out of this.